2010.
My needle drops. Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd, and yes, that title that you see somewhere on your screen right now is true. Top 50 tracks of 2010, third day of list week. These songs are my favorites of the year. Listen, I expect a huge amount of contention with this list. It is impossible to get people to agree on albums, much less the tracks that are in those albums. So just take this list as kind of a guide of tracks that I really liked. If there's a song that you know that is not on this list, well, you already know it. Just check out the songs on this list that you don't know. You can assume that every single song is on this list because I like it. Not necessarily every track needs an explanation or some background. So I'm going to kind of do this list VH1 countdown style and touch down on certain tracks, but just kind of list off and name others. Cool? Cool. Now remember, if you have any questions about this list or any of my lists, refer to the link down there in the D box, or you can also try this URL right here. And feel free to use the comments section of this video to list out what your favorite tracks of 2010 are. I wanna know.
No.
Now, opening up at number 50, we have Surfer Blood's Swim to Reach the End. This is a song that I remember falling in love with pretty deeply earlier this year, just because of its chugging arena rock chords and its epic sound. And I also love the little Caribbean transition that this thing makes over its bridge. Great track. At 49, 48, and 47, we have Flying Lotus with Do the Astral Plane, Duck Sauce with Barbra Streisand, and The Pains of Being Pure at Heart with their new single, Say No to Love. At number 46 is a song that I really think my 2010 would have sucked without. It's CeeLo's F*** You. I love the track. It's obviously a little gimmicky, a little kitschy, but still very soulful, catchy vocals, and y'all know, a very memorable hook. I can't deny the greatness of this track from a viral perspective. Plus, my review of this song is my most viewed video on YouTube, and that's pretty cool. At 45, 44, and 43, we have Belle and Sebastian with a great track from their new album, Come On Sister, Crystal Stilts with their new single, Shake the Shackles, and my favorite song from the new Laurie Anderson album, Another Day in America. At 42, 41, and 40, we have my favorites from new releases from The Tallest Man on Earth, Burden of Tomorrow, Owen Pallett, Lewis Takes Off His Shirt, and Twin Sister, All Around and Away We Go. At number 39, it's Diamond Rings with the extremely viral track, All Your Songs. And number 38 is my favorite song off of the new Roots album, How I Got Over Dear God 2.0. Even though this LP did not have my favorite rap songs of 2010 on it, to me it's easily the most consistent hip-hop album of this year. Of course, some people are really going to disagree with that statement, but as far as a rap LP goes this year, I loved each song on this album as much as the next, so it was hard to kind of pick a favorite from this thing. At 37, we have Future Islands with the beat-heavy and whimsical opening track from their new release, Walking Through That Door. At number 36, we have Deer Hunter with Revival. 35, Blood Dries Darker from the band Woods off their new LP At Echo Lake. And The Radio Department with Heaven's on Fire at number 34. Number 33 truly is one of my favorite tracks of the year, not just because of its sound, but how closely it follows that krautrock blueprint. I had big expectations for the album that maybe weren't met on the level that I wanted them to be, but I gotta give it to Here We Go Magic on the song Collector, a really badass track. Great background vocals, great guitar sounds, great bass line, just a lot of retro and vintage sounds on this thing that just make it stand out for me. At 32 and 31, we have Pant the New Prince with my favorite from his new album Black Noise, The Splendor, and we also have that new washed out single You and I featuring Chairlift's Caroline Polachek. Now, at 30 is the opening song to the new Arcade Fire album The Suburbs, Really great piano sounds on this one. Win Butler is as passionate as ever. I love his vocal delivery, and the hook on this one is great too. A fantastic start to this album that I hope you guys are excited to see on my upcoming albums list tomorrow. At 29, we have a track that is extremely indebted to the Beach Boys, Magic Kid's Hey Boy. At 28 is my favorite track off of the new National album, Blood Buzz Ohio. I just love the vocals and rigid drum combination on that one. Great song. Great song. And 27, one of my favorite singles of the year, Fergus and Geronimo's Turning Blue. At 26 is easily the most badass punk song I heard all year, Ceremony's Sick. Even though this thing takes a little bit just to get started, once it gets going, the lyrics are really straightforward, very political, ferocious, reminds me of Black Flag's heyday. At 25, it's Janelle Monáe with the first single from her new album, Tightrope, with Big Boy on the track. Fantastic song, and as you guys already know, fantastic video. At 24, it's Adam Green's Buddy Bradley, and 23, kind of a pet band of mine, Civil Civic with the song Run Overdrive off of one of their latest singles. A great electro rock duo with heavy drum machines, distorted guitars, a really interesting outfit that I'm expecting big things from. At 22 is a favorite track from an album I actually never got the chance to review, the new Brandon Flowers LP, Flamingo. Even though I haven't been talking this thing up, behind the scenes, this has really been growing on me. I've been giving it a lot of ear time, and I just find the songs really catchy, even though I was maybe a little lukewarm on Crossfire. But the song I'm talking about here is Was It Something I Said? At number 21, it's Happy Birthdays Girls FM. Love that track from their new album. A really strange lyrical concept, though. Number 20 is Devo's Fresh, 19 Glasser's Mirrorage, and 18 is the Book's I Didn't Know That. Number 17 is a song that hit me early this year in a blog TV, I believe, Chromeos Night by Night. I love the talk box. I love the beat. I just love the harmonized guitars. So much color, so much texture, and yet it's very sexy. It's very danceable. It's very upbeat. It's like flamenco sex dance. It's awesome. I love that song. At number 16, what is probably the catchiest song on their new album, Women with Eyesore, and 15, a song you guys are not surprised to see on here, I'm sure, Crystal Castles with Not in Love, featuring Robert Smith. At number 14, easily one of my favorite hip-hop songs of the year, Das Racist with Who's That Brown. And number 13, a song that is a single, a digital single, that sadly I didn't get a chance to review, outside of a blog TV, that is. Anamanaguchi's My Skateboard Will Go On. These guys are an 8-bit rock band, and I love the guitars in this. This thing is like epic in overdrive. I'm indebted to this band for coming out with this song. Thank you, Anamanaguchi. Two fantastic tracks that dominated the blogosphere at 12 and 11, Caribou's Odessa and Ariel Pink's Haunted Graffiti with Round and Round. Now, I'm sure you guys are surprised to see this guy at number 10. Yes, believe it, Kanye West with the song Power. Yes, I wasn't in love with the entire album, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, but there were some real standout tracks on there for me, like I said in the video, and this was easily the one that stood out the most to me, not only because of just the great lyrics, the great beat, but the interesting samples as well, and I love the way Kanye incorporated 21st Century Schizoid Man on this track. At number 9, we have MGMT with Congratulations, and number 8, another kind of little pet band project of mine that I made a big deal about earlier this year, Dumbo Gets Mad with the song Plumy Tail. Just really gritty, quirky, psychedelic rock with a really huge emphasis on hooks. This project is coming way out of Italy and should have an album coming out next year. I'm really looking forward to it. Great track, a lot of expectations. At number 7 is Gonja Sufi's Cowboys and Indians, my favorite from his new album. And number 6, the first electronic song I really remember falling in love with this year, Fortet's Love Cry. It is just experimental, kind of ambient, light house music, and I love how the vocal sample just loops over itself and kind of melds into itself with the repeated cycles and layers. It's a really intricate track, but you wouldn't necessarily think so because of how slow it boils and because of how quiet it is. At number 5 is my favorite from the new Vampire Weekend LP, Holiday, Screw the Haters, and we are now into my top 4. And number 4 is easily my favorite rap song of the year, Big Boy Shutterbug. Oh, I love the references, I love the beat, I love Big Boy's flow. There's really nothing I would change about this track. It's a great, great freaking song. Even though I felt like his new album was a little inconsistent, there are standouts on there for me, and this is easily top. At number 3, my favorite love song of the year, and the catchiest for me, off of their new album, Beach House, with the song Take Care. We're almost to the end. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? I really love this second song. I loved it from the moment I heard it. And even though the album it comes off of, I was kind of iffy on it when I first gave it a listen, but this track kind of turned me around and said, hey, wait a second. Give this another go. Give this another go. There's something here. I'm talking about Gorillaz. Some Kind of Nature, featuring Lou Reed. Oh, such a great track. I love the distortion in the background, the piano, the way the track builds, the hook, just a lot of intricacy in this very pared down and straightforward pop structure. Some kind of nature, some kind of... This track is maybe just a little past Some Kind of Nature for me, or maybe just on par with Some Kind of Nature for me. It was hard for me to pick between these two songs. There was a lot of internal debate, a lot of internal struggle with this for me, guys. I Can Change, LCD Sound System. I can listen to that song until my ears bleed, and I will just, be singing, I can change, I love James Murphy's vocals on this. I love how the background synths kind of remind me of a song that I like a lot, Gary Newman's Cars, and the bouncy synthesizers, just the way that the chorus swells. This track, like many songs on this list, I can't possibly imagine a way to make it better. However, I'm sure there are many of you who see this, or a lot of the other tracks on this list, and you're slamming your hands into your desk and saying, no, screw this! But do keep in mind, tomorrow's album list doesn't necessarily resemble the same structure of this list. There are a lot of albums that I actually left off of this list because the songs, I felt, if you took them out of the context of the album, just aren't as strong. But still, those are my favorite tracks of 2010. You guys let me know what you think. Do you love this list? Do you hate it? And why? And what were your favorite songs of 2010? What should have been on this list? I don't know. Please tell me. There are probably a lot of tracks that if you guys comment below, I'm going to go, oh crap, I can't believe I forgot that song. But there's the list. I don't assume it to be any more special than anybody else's list. I like music just like you guys like music. I take a shower and brush my teeth every morning just like y'all. I've been having a blast this past year doing the needle drop for you guys. I think it's really amazing that you watch and that you care, and most importantly, that you get information and just music that you like out of these videos. That's what's important, and I'm really happy that's happening. I'm looking forward to doing another year with you guys. I'm looking forward to doing my albums video tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to getting right back to album reviews right after this list series, frankly. Anthony Fantano, lists forever.